In a home eating dinner, and literally your whole world just blow up in your face. Just come right at you.
15 people died. It could have been 50. Real easy and real quick.
It hadn't been easy for the last 5 years. There's been, there's been a process that you try to go through, in a lot of ways, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Well, good morning to you and welcome to Texas Today. I'm Heidi Alaga.
And I'm Chris Radcliffe. Let's get right into the news of the day. It is a dubious anniversary here on April the 17th. It's now been 5 years since the West Fertilizer plant exploded.
The explosion took place at 7:51, just 20 minutes after a fire was reported. 15 people, they were killed in the explosion. 160 people were hurt when ammonium nitrate exploded with the force of a small earthquake. It leveled a 4 to 5 block radius and destroyed 50 to 75 homes. In 2016, the ATF determined the fire was set intentionally.
So far, no suspects have been arrested, but the ATF confirms it is taking a closer look at certain individuals who may have information about the arson that led to that deadly blast. Agents have conducted more than 400 interviews so far and spent more than $2 million on the case. Asked if there was any current danger to the public, the Bureau, well, they weren't exactly sure.
The short answer is we don't know. We don't believe so, and we encourage the public certainly to be vigilant. But if any additional information were to present itself that we felt like needed to be put out in the interest of public safety, even at the expense of an investigation being prosecuted, we would absolutely do that.
Special Agent Strong believes a single tip could actually crack the whole case open. There's a link to submit information on our website. For that, just head to that spot at kcentv.com.
And continuing with the city of West, as the community prepares to mark the 5th anniversary, a service will be held at this high school and middle school later tonight.
Makes sense. Jamie Kennedy is now live at the school to tell us a little bit more about what it symbolizes to West and about tonight's service. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, Chris and Heidi. The community of West will come together tonight at 7 p.m. at the school behind me. Now, after this explosion decimated the city, it was finding a solution to the city's schooling issue that really galvanized the community and is a shining beacon in the rebirth of West. Now, after the explosion destroyed the school, students dubbed the temporary facility the Portable City. Last year, when the new school opened, students marched from the old site to the new facility as a sign of solidarity and that the rebirth of the city was firmly underway. And that's what the focus of tonight's ceremony is all about, celebrating the recovery effort. The 15 people lost are in no way forgotten, as the ceremony will also honour them as well as the many injured and displaced. Local Boy and Girl Scouts will lead a flag ceremony, and children from the community will also sing. The 5th anniversary service starts at 7 p.m. at the school auditorium. There will be a moment of silence at 7:51, the same time as the explosion. We will have all these details and more at kcntv.com. For now, this is Jamie Kennedy reporting live in West, sending it back to you, Chris and Heidi.
All right, Jamie, thank you so much for that report. We will check in with you in the next half hour of the show. 5 years ago, that 22 minutes shaped the future of West. One woman who's still recovering to this day can remember every second of that April 17th night.
Misty Lampert was trapped inside a 2-story apartment when the West Fertilizer blew up. She was eating dinner with her family, dinner time, it makes sense, when the explosion occurred. They got out, but she didn't. She was in surgery for almost 22 hours as doctors removed glass and debris from her body. She had to get more than 1,000 stitches and staples, and to this day she had to take dozens of pills for pain and anxiety.
Parts in your life that you want to be able to forget, but you'll never be able to forget because it's there. It is ingrained in your mind and it'll never be gone.
Most of the people in West that day say the memories still have not faded that much.
And to honor the 15 that died that day, the West community, they are building a memorial which is expected to be finished this summer. Joe Pashowski is handling the construction of the memorial. His son Joey was a volunteer firefighter who died that day. The memorial will have a bowl in the middle with an eternal flame, and on the side of the bench, engravings representing heartbeats will show when the fire started, and then the flat lines when the lives that were lost. So far, the engravings are a third of the way done, but no matter how long it takes, he says it's important to make sure this memorial is done right.
For 15 people to die that day is certainly devastating, but it could have been very, very much worse. And I think memorializing these individuals for their effort that day is very, very important.
12 of the 15 people that died that day were first responders. We'll have continuing coverage of the West anniversary tonight on air and online at KCENTV.com.
Well, we have some other local news to get to this morning.